Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Cinema Saturday where we are starting DS9 with the Emissary. With me, I got PvP. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. I got a late start today. I was so tired last night. I ended up sleeping in. I slept for 12 hours, believe it or not, because I guess I needed to catch up on some sleep, which was good. But unfortunately, that meant I got a very late start. I was going to go out and actually I need to get a carry-on luggage bag for my trip on Friday because, you got to get a small, because I don't want to check luggage if I'm only going on away for like 3 days, right? Because, if they lose your luggage on a 3-day trip, you're kind of screwed. So I figure I'll just, carry it onto the plane, like they allow the small carry-on bags. But I was going to get that today, and then I was going to go see if I could get some summer shorts and stuff like that today, and get everything kind of wrapped up as far as the pre travel plans go. But I got up so late, and I just wasn't in the mood to go out. And by the way, Saturday traffic, I thought, it's getting to be the afternoon and Saturday traffic could be a nightmare. So I thought, why don't I just get up, go out tomorrow morning on Sunday when the traffic is a lot less, and just I could do it all then because all the stores are open tomorrow, even if their hours are slightly less because of Sunday, but they're still open. So I just thought, oh, screw it. I'll just go and do all that shit tomorrow. So, yep. Sorry,
So
I
wake
went
up.
on a long time.
Yeah, just don't wake up too late there. And
Oh man, I didn't even set my alarm, Gorilla. I thought, fuck it, I'm going to sleep in. I don't care. I'm just going to get some rest, and I think it was a good decision actually.
all right, and welcome, Jimmy. He says hello. And he goes, "Yeah, PvP was up late with Commodore Productions, but did have a great time."
Oh, by the way, I just want to say thank you, Jim. I did get your Twitter message, and I highly appreciate it. And I had a great time on your stream on the panel last night. I'm not going to go into any other details of some of the events occurred, but I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, because your message was much appreciated. That I did read it earlier today. I just had one of those late starts, so I haven't got around to a lot of
Oh,
stuff. Like I'll send you a message later on, but I do appreciate
well,
your message there, Jim.
oh, did things get something happen after I left?
I think you might have known because I think you did mention something in Twitter.
Did I?
You posted something around I think 8:30 or something like that. My
Oh, oh,
time.
that was a private message there as a question.
Yeah, well, I think the question was probably I would say yes. If it's
He
the
was,
question I'm thinking of.
oh, he was schlocked.
Oh, it got entertaining. It definitely got entertaining.
All right,
That is for sure. Anyway, I don't want to go into that on
all
a
right.
live stream, so
Oh, you're not even in the thing.
I'm not what? What?
You're not even in Cosby.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Have you
I
seen
got
DS9 before?
I got so busy talking I forgot to click the Cosme link, but I am going to be there in a second. And there we go.
Yeah, have
Should
you
be good.
seen DS9 before?
Eh? What? Oh,
Have you seen DS9 before?
yeah. I have seen
Okay.
DS9 because it's one of my favorite Trek series. Yeah, of course. I
All right.
watched it. I
Stardate 3, Captain John-Luc Picard of the Federation Enterprise was kidnapped for 6 days by invading force of the Borg, significantly altered. He was forcibly assaulted on. Okay, I just said, what about if someone in our group has never seen DS9 before?
Well, yeah, I'm sure there's people that have never seen the show. Although I imagine most people in the community have probably seen this show like years ago, like I did.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing what the what the Borg can do.
Oh, the Borg
It,
were very overpowering for sure.
they're enough to make it. Well, DS9 and PNG, they're enough to make anybody's butt pucker.
Well, the Borg,
And then fucking Voyager neutered them.
yeah, that's pretty much correct. Yeah, I've been watching Voyager with Jill because she does her Saturday night trek with Bobby, and she always watches 4 episodes on Saturday morning. And I generally pop on and watch with her because it's fun. Because I haven't seen the latter seasons of Voyager ever. Because I
Yeah.
kind of came up on it early on. But
Yeah. And
season 7
Jim says,
now.
you're welcome.
Oh, thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. I think we both know what happened, and yeah, thank you, Jim.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a lot of fun because I have never seen Voyager, so we're just started season 7, I think a week or two ago, so we're not too far into it yet. But Voyager's so inconsistent, and it does humanize the Borg way too much. I think you're right, Gorilla.
See, this is why you don't have fucking civilians on the fucking ship.
And why you don't have kids on the ship? Exactly.
Yeah.
When Roddenberry in Next Generation put families on the Enterprise, I thought, no, that's not good.
Yeah. See, right here's the exact problem. They're in the middle of a fucking war here, and their ship is going critical. So instead of getting the people who are actually useful to their evacuation pods, he's still worried about fucking civilians.
Well, he's
That's
trying
why
to
you
save
don't
his
have fucking
wife.
civilians.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to save his wife. His wife shouldn't even be on the ship. Because hey, can you imagine Kirk doing this? Like, if they were under attack, on TOS, Kirk would be giving orders on the bridge right now. He wouldn't be
Well,
pussy putting around trying to save, his wife because he
well,
wouldn't
the
have a
ship.
wife.
Well, the ship passed. The ship has passed fucked. So it might just spit everybody out. But he's worrying about his family when he should. When he's the second. He was the first officer of the fucking ship. He should be getting everybody out. So he's worried about his family, which they shouldn't even be on the fucking ship.
Exactly.
And Jim says, I see DS9 lots of times, but my phone don't like Cosby app. And Taylor Swift's giving us the green waving guys. Welcome, Taylor Swift, to the Disney Star Wars MCU and Doctor Who.
Hey, Taylor. Unfortunately, yeah, that's trouble if you're trying to watch it on the phone. Cosme seems to have a problem with phones, doesn't it? Yeah. I gotta say, it was interesting though, because Deep Space Nine started in January, did it not? It was like a mid-season start for the show, if I remember correctly.
I'm not sure.
I think it started January, the year it started, actually, Gorilla. I can take a look. I can look it up here. It'll just take me a second.
Okay, because you're more curious than I am.
Let's see. It began. Yeah, release January 3rd, 1993 was the day it started, Gorilla. So I knew it was kind of like a mid-season start, right? In January, 3rd of January. That's pretty early in January, but yeah. What were you gonna say?
Are you Hadley?
What?
I said, are you Hadley?
Okay, I'm not hearing. I'm not.
I was talking to my kid. I was talking to my kid.
Oh,
I asked, are you
wondering.
Hadley? Are you
Okay.
Hadley?
Okay. One of the best things about Deep Space Nine, though, is Sisko's relationship with his son Jake. I gotta say, it's really good. It's nice to see, back then they could do a series with a positive father-son, relationship that continued to grow through the series. I thought that was one of Deep Space Nine's strong points.
Well, the one thing here is I thought we were going to get another Wesley character with this first episode.
Oh, God, no.
But Jake is like a fungus. He just grows on you.
I like Jake. I can relate to Jake, definitely.
It's a comet. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a comet.
Yeah, I do like the theme for Deep Space Nine too. I think it's a good theme. Though they did shorten it after a few seasons, didn't they, Gorilla?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, they did. I think I
I
don't
think
know
it
what
depends on
season it
the
was.
episode, how much padding they need.
I can't remember what episode it was, but I know eventually they cut it down a little bit. I think they went more to the up tempo stuff, and they cut the early part of the credits. Where it was a little more melancholy, like this. They changed it a bit, but it was still good.
I think the length of the song depends on how much padding they need.
Well, yeah, it was definitely longer in the early
And
seasons.
who's the sitting fail? I thought it was Alexander Siddick.
Yeah, he changed his name partway through the series, I believe, didn't he? Like in the credits, because he westernized it a little more, I think, in later seasons in the credits, didn't he? At the start.
Well, what is he supposed to be? Well, he's not
Well, he's
American.
well, yeah. I don't think he was born American. I'd have to look it up. Where the hell is the cast? Here's the cast. Okay, Alexander Siddig. He played Julian Bashir, the doctor, the chief medical officer in the series. But I know he did change his name in the credits, I think, eventually.
And
Hmm.
oh, Germ's in watching along.
Hey, Germ.
Hey, Germ. Hello. We'll be up soon.
It says he is a British actor, though, so I guess he
Yeah,
was born in the UK, it looks like.
yeah. But I'm surprised they just didn't blow up the station on their way out with the Bajorans on board. To be honest, knowing the Cardassians, I, I'm actually very surprised that they just didn't burn it down or
You think the Cardassians would have done the whole burn everything thing?
go scorched earth.
Scorched earth. That was the term I was looking for. Thanks, Gorilla. Yeah, because didn't the Russians do that? If they were losing, they just burn everything down.
Well, yeah, they took the satisfaction away from Napoleon or Hitler that they took the satisfaction away by just burning Moscow on their
I'm
own.
guessing both. I'm guessing both of those dictators. They would say "f you" and burn their towns down before the enemy
Well,
got there.
well, Napoleon, he just didn't bring any winter clothing for his soldiers because everybody makes the same mistake. Oh, we can defeat Russia in 3 months.
But you know the
Yeah,
sad thing, Gorilla, Hitler made the same identical fucking mistake, right? He sent his soldiers in there with no winter gear, and a lot of them froze to death because they were trying to
well,
take Leningrad, right? And man, that's a story in itself. If you've ever seen
no, you're thinking
documentaries about
Stalingrad.
Leningrad,
No, you're thinking
oh
Stalingrad.
Stalingrad, well, I get the grads mixed up, but you know what I mean, right? That
Stalingrad,
was a hell of
Leningrad,
a battle,
Tippograd,
though.
Dushengrad.
Because didn't the Germans lay siege for like a year and it never fell, right? The Russians held out the whole time,
I
if I
thought it
remember
was closer
correctly.
to 2 years.
Oh, it could be. I mean,
Yeah,
I haven't watched any documentaries in ages, but
yeah,
that was a hell of a battle. That really
yeah.
was.
But I'm so glad they got Cole Meany for this for the role of chief engineer there,
Oh,
and
hell
not
yeah.
and not only that,
Yeah, and then when they brought Worf on a couple seasons later, that was great too, right?
yeah. But with Cole Meany there, it's like glad he stood out enough for him in TNG that they gave him this job.
Well,
He,
the thing, yeah, yeah, that's it, Gorilla. I agree 100%. Like, I always thought he was totally wasted on Next Generation, really, because he is such a great actor and he is a really good character. Miles is a really good character. And same with Worf. Like, Worf, I thought was underutilized in TNG as well. So when they brought Worf into the show, I think that, definitely did improve the series, right? Both characters, I think, actually they found their stride in Deep Space Nine here, right? To me, both
yeah.
characters finally got some good storylines, and hey, we can't forget the Miles suffering stories, can we?
Oh yeah,
suffer a
that
lot.
became a trope of its own.
It's a trope, yeah.
Hey, would it be a spoiler to call him Smiley?
Hey, I don't think it's a spoiler. Most people here have probably seen it. Well, I don't know how many people are here. Hey, come on. I wish more people would join in today.
Well, let's see. We got one watching on YouTube.
That's good.
I'm guessing that's Jim.
That makes sense. And then Phantom, I guess, is in the Cosme room. It looks like.
No, he's not.
Oh gosh, he made some comments.
That could have been last night.
Oh shit, you could be right. Yeah, you're right. Well, gosh, I replied to a comment that's 2 days old. Oh well, silly me. I keep forgetting Cosme does that, don't they? They can leave comments for many, many days, weeks, months, years, whatever.
Well, tell you clear. I do not like Kira's hair in this episode, though. I like it in
What?
later seasons.
It's horrific. Her hair sucks in this episode. Oh, it is. Gosh, I didn't even think about it till you pointed it out just now, but it's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it in the once they start getting their footing down. And Sisko really needs to grow his beard.
He looks better with a beard, doesn't he?
Yeah. And I think this is one of the very few shows that Avery Brooks doesn't have a goatee and beard.
Hmm. He still looks
But
good, but I think with a beard, he looks more, more intense, more
more,
serious,
more,
right?
more. Fuck you.
Exactly. You got it. Yeah. Hey, Odo.
You can tell that they're not used to working with each other yet.
Oh yeah, it takes a while. Well, that's one thing. It's just like Next Generation. It does take Deep Space Nine quite some
Yeah,
time to really find its stride, right? Before it
yeah.
figures it all out.
And did you notice their that how hostile Kira's acting to Cisco? Like, fuck the Federation. We're worried the last 50 years.
Well, she's often hostile, really, isn't she? Even though she's one of the
No,
key staff, but she is bitter about what happened to her world, right?
no. Well, no. Once she gets used to the Federation, there she 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 becomes more pleasant.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
even later on, she still does think the Federation could have helped more. I believe, even as the series
oh
goes
yeah,
on, she's
yeah.
always got that little residual resentment about what happened to her
Hey,
world, right?
hey. Well, all we need is what's his face, the guy that played King David coming in and just going, "Where's the Federation with the Cardassians took over the car province? Where was the Federation? Kind of like what he did in Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Remember when he's like, where was Gondor when the West Wall fell? Where was Gondor when? Uh, I can't remember the rest of it.
But that's the thing, though. The Federation has that non-interference crap, right? So they kind of hesitate to go in and get involved in stuff, right? I mean, that starts with the original series.
Then what the
Actually,
hell is he doing here?
I was just watching somebody do a review of the TOS one where they had the Roman Empire, the bread and circuses episode.
Yeah,
Somebody was doing a review, and the main guy ruling Rome, the baddie, he was going, "Oh, Captain Merrick has told us all about your Federation, and we know that you have the non-interference clause, and
yeah,
you can't fuck with us because you can't do anything because you'd be interfering in another culture and blah blah
yeah,
blah." And Kirk is
yeah.
sitting there like on his ass, kind of just taking it in. He's going, we're fucked.
Yeah.
He's
Are we
right.
the baddies? Are we the bodies?
Yeah, but it all works out, of course, because Merrick, decides to help them and throws Kirk the communicator, and they beam out of there after,
Oh,
as Merrick is getting stabbed to death. So it was
oh,
all good.
this is like the best scene of the whole episode.
Oh, okay. I'm going to turn the sound up, Grilla.
Yeah. Picard's like, who the fuck are you? And he's like, yeah, you blew up my ship, you fucking bastard. But just a look on
Yeah,
Picard's face, like
Picard's like,
I'm not
oh
gonna,
shit.
he's not gonna. They're not gonna let him live it down, and he has to take that hostility. Oh shit! There, just in time. Thought my computer was gonna die.
Oh,
I got her.
good.
All right. Oh, they're already fallen into their old ways already.
That sounds like the things that can happen quite often, actually. Old habits can be hard to break, as they say. I'm betting this is Earl Grey. What do you want to say about that, girl?
That's a fool's bet.
I'd say it's a safe bet.
Yeah, on your end.
Uh,
You just notice they're being pleasant to each other, yet hostile to each other.
oh, I just think there's a big fuck you going on here, actually, Gorilla.
Yeah.
They're definitely not feeling the vibe for each other. That's for sure. I think Picard's being a bit of a dick there. We should consider getting a replacement. Like, seriously, Picard?
He's just seeing that Cisco was being a dick to him.
That's yeah. I like how they introduced some of the characters early on the first episode. We get Dodo, we get Quark, we get Kira. Like that's good.
Yeah. And hey, Germ.
How's it going?
It's going.
Hey, Germ. Thanks for joining.
We caught a
How you
bullhead today for taking a kid fishing, but that's about it.
Oh, that's good.
There's way too many lines in the water. There's 111 kids at it.
Holy shit!
Holy crap!
That's going to confuse the fish, I'm guessing.
They would shut you down for having that many lines out. I don't care how big the group is over here.
The sheriff's department's the one that sponsored the event, and they had. Hey, Teague, how's it going?
I just want to thank all the people in the DEI department who allowed me to be part of this show and panel tonight.
Yeah. No, the sheriff's. But they had 3 boats. They had people fishing along the shore and off 2 T docks.
So, are you saying when the authorities want to bend the rules, it's acceptable, Gorilla?
No, everybody had fishing license, and it's like a free fishing event. No, they're not going to check anybody's licenses for the event, But it's like it's take a kid fishing, and then at the end they feed all the kids, and then all the kids win some kind of door prize. Like they had a couple bikes there, a ton of fishing poles that are given away. Hadley got an inner tube. They had a bunch of like basketballs and stuff. I got a really nice cooler. I could send you a pic, and then a couple of water bottles.
Well, there you go.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a free event that's sponsored by Bunch Place. Like all the bait's donated by the Moon Lake store. Subway offers a huge discount to the sandwiches. I think they sell that cost to the sheriff's department. Then the ambulance service, the reserves, and the conservation league all pitch in some money, and I think some piping company chips in a bunch of money for it.
Cool.
I think the FFO donated a bunch of fishing poles.
It sounds like you got a really good community spirit effort that came
Yeah.
together
Hey,
there, Gorilla. That's
hey,
really good.
and you know what's nice about this area? Like when I would take my kid on the boat, I left my tackle box and my fishing pole on the dock so I could take her out on the boat. Then I didn't even worry one bit about it still being there when I got back. I left my windows down in my car so it wouldn't get too hot in there. No, I wasn't worried about anything going missing there.
I know exactly what you mean.
And that's one of the events that if you're gonna go rob someone, that's the one you go steal because no one's gonna think twice about someone going and digging it through a car.
I know what
Hey, I'm the Latino guy here. I'll
I know
talk about
exactly.
robbing. I'll be the authority on robbing people. Now, what was the robbery scenario you had in mind?
I didn't have to worry about none.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
should you
just
need advice on how to
gotta
pull off a
say-
robbery, of course, it's hardwired into my DNA and life having lived in New York City.
Yeah.
I totally
Unlike you
relate.
and I, Teague, he lives in a nice place.
Yeah, I just
I've been
want
to Minnesota. It's not that great. It's just the lack of the wait. Didn't
Well,
they?
I just want to say I totally relate to what Gorilla just said because my hometown when I was a kid in the 60s, nobody ever locked their doors because you didn't need to because you could go away for the entire weekend. You'd come back and you knew nobody had ever entered your home. Everything was still in place. There were no people stealing anything because it was
Well,
just
no.
that kind of small. Not even a small town; it was a small city. But
Hey,
people didn't even think of going in somebody else's home without permission.
well, that was 60 years ago, and also, is that
But
one of those towns that someone broke into your house? They might end up with some birdshot from your neighbor getting pulled out of their ass.
no. This is Canada. There was no birdshot. There was no guns.
Son of Sam wasted somebody within walking distance of the house near the movie theater I used to go to as a kid. We locked our doors and booby trapped them.
We never had to lock our doors because nobody ever robbed anybody. It was just. I know it sounds idyllic, but it was the 60s, and there was
We
no
had
access from the larger world to our little valley, so I guess that probably made a difference.
we
Uh,
had a family like
Once
that.
they bought a
Never
major
did
highway
find
in
out
the
what
80s,
happened
it
to
did
them.
start to change. Then you had to lock your doors.
We had a family that didn't lock their doors. Never
Yeah.
did find out what happened to them.
See, I would hate this where they grab your damn ear.
Now, she's an
I gotta
obnoxious
say,
bitch
this is-
from the first episode anyway, is she not?
No. This is Kyle Paka, not Kai Wynn.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got the Kai's mixed up. Okay, sorry.
Kai Wynn is a fucking space Karen.
What's
Space Karen.
what's Cisco's rank by Pips here? Like, what is he? He's a captain with the title
Commander.
but he's captain rank, titled commander because he's not captain of a ship. Because captain.
Well, no, he's just in charge of a space station. You don't need to be a captain to be in charge of a space station.
But
Yeah,
he
he has
as much
commander
rank as
rank.
Picard.
No,
He has as much
Picard
rank
outranks him.
as he has as much rank as Riker.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was the first officer of the Saratoga.
I thought his wife was the first officer.
No.
His wife.
His
was the
wife
science
had a
officer.
civilian job.
Ah,
You missed my rant I went on earlier.
I did.
Oh, by the way, I was
just-
looking up Alexander Siddig's name earlier because you mentioned his name, Gorilla. You weren't sure because I know he did change it later in the credits. I think.
Siddig Alpha.
Did you realize that his uncle is Malcolm McDowell?
What? That makes perfect sense.
His uncle is Malcolm McDowell. I couldn't believe it, but it's right here.
Who?
Siddig Alpha Dill, Alexander Faddle,
His
Dr.
uncle-
Bashir.
His uncle is Malcolm McDowell. Yes, that's
Who's
correct.
Malcolm
Drew
McDowell?
Merritt? Malcolm
That's correct,
McDowell is what do you call it? The Kubrick star, and also Dr. Storan who kills Kirk.
That's right.
Okay.
He's a really legend. He's a pretty big sub-legendary British
Oh,
actor.
McDowell.
By
Yeah,
the
I
way,
think
I
he's
want to
a legend.
say, Cisco being on this beach is really creepy because this is
Hey.
he's on Gilgo Beach in New York City.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
This beach
Yeah.
is the biggest serial killer dumping ground in the tri-state area with like 30 bodies found there. So why is Cisco hanging out there?
Hey, well, here's the thing. If you want to sink it, we could have seen her topless there. If you want scared her a little bit more.
He's like, she thinks he's crazy and he's acting weird in a serial killer burial site.
The thing is, though, they probably solved that problem by the century that this takes place in, right? I'm guessing, Tig.
What happens is the problem the event happened after the show was filmed, but before it was ongoing. We didn't know about it. The event wasn't uncovered until like 2004 or 1999.
Wow, that's a while.
And they only solved it 2 years ago. It was a high school classmate of Alec Baldwin's brother.
Ouch.
So Alec Baldwin's brother proves that rule. Everyone knows two serial killers. Everyone knows two killers. His brother and the Gilgo killer.
Hey, come on,
Jennifer,
take your
lean forward in that.
Rufus
Yeah. Oh, did you see
Yeah.
how hot she looked when she leaned forward with her bikini on?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
I thought.
just take your Rufus Lana.
Oh, yeah. I get the hotness.
I wanted to say something here. This image of a 50 some odd year old man talking to a 21-year-old woman. This is a very positive message to put out there, and I applaud Star Trek for making this seem normal. And I think that we need more of this in media. I think the May-December romance in favor of the male is undersold.
Yeah, he wasn't 50. He has to be like 40.
Oh, he's not that old.
No, he's like 45 though. He's on his way to 50.
Well,
She's 20. Come on.
I actually know couples that are very happy with a wide age gap, so I do approve of this scene.
Yeah, no, I think it's very important that we show a man who's at least twice her age dating her seriously. I think it's important that we show that that's very commonplace and that everyone should.
I think it's about chemistry, not about age, really, personally. If you get
Whatever you
along
gotta
and have
tell
a good
yourself.
time, if you're having a good time, you're having a good time, right? Who cares?
I
Who gives
tell
a
myself
shit,
that this
about
happens
age?
all the time, but hey, it's a sci-fi movie, right?
Yeah, she's digging it. She's digging it. She almost wants to go right there doing it right
exactly.
there on the beach.
Yeah,
Well, I
she could
think
tell,
we-
she
what
could
we
tell him to
need to
go
know is,
take a dip, if she didn't like him.
This is a hallucination.
No, it's
It
a
is.
vision from the. It's a vision from the
From
orb
the
of.
prophets.
Is it a vision
prophets.
from the prophets?
The wormhole
Yeah, but I
prophets
can't
are
remember
doing
which orb
this.
it is.
Or
He's,
Oh shit! Here we go.
he's reliving
Or
the
truth.
moment he met her. He was the same
Oh.
age as her when that really happened. We're seeing his vision of it.
Yeah. Then he's like, motherfucker.
He's like, is this serial killer beach? Why couldn't they have hooked him up with an actress like the actress who plays the doctor on the Orville in this show and really had him like complete like a romantic arc? That would have seemed logical to me.
yeah.
Claire would have been great on this show.
Oh.
This is the Emissary, isn't it?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, that's right.
is very-
Very first
this-
episode.
We're gonna be doing this every Saturday except next Saturday because it's Father's Day weekend next Saturday.
I'm so glad that you're doing it. Kai Alpaca, your fur will help make many discount garments on Amazon, and your meat will feed many of America's prisoners. Kai Alpaca, thank you for this Amazon package.
Sisko's going, oh shit, I gotta go on a journey. Oh man.
I just think, when he's got his hair, and is trying to be more of an administrator is better than when he has the no hair and the goatee and he's like a wild man with a gun.
No, you see, I think Gorilla would, and I might have the opposite opinion. We kind of like goatee, Sisko.
I feel
It's a
it was
good
earned.
Introduce
I
him
feel,
this way.
how about this
He's
one though?
More
I
Star
really
Trek here, but
I
then he
feel
does
that-
have to naturally evolve into being Hawk.
I got to agree with you. That's what I was going to say. Is I like this iteration better, but I feel the other version is earned. That
I
he
like
really
both
does
versions.
everything.
I think both
I-
versions are quite interesting, actually.
Of what?
Version 2 is not off-putting. It's very earned. It's just that I like Sisko better without a beard and with hair. I think he looks more military like this and more like the administrator that he's supposed to be. And then when he becomes vindictive military action hero, it doesn't fit his job. But I mean, he's still a really good actor in the role of Sisko. He's really good at playing Sisko. Well, I don't know how else to put it. Better than he is at anything else, where he's still fine, but he's great in this role. She's hot.
Yeah, we got a little shot of Morin there. I think what did we see?
Now where's the strippers?
Park's brother there.
Where's the strippers?
They're just off screen.
Give it time, Gorilla. Give it
we're
time.
throwing a little bit of Dune and a lot of Star Wars magic shit into Star Trek, and it's not going as badly as you'd think. But the most important statement in this show was the very first scene in the very first episode where we saw the first time ever someone who wasn't insane in a very dirty Starfleet uniform. That had never been shown before.
I like how they finally made the Ferengis into actual characters in this show too, because they were kind of a joke in TNG.
Yeah,
it wasn't that they're a joke. It was that the blowback was too intense about how they acted, and they were thought of as being racially pejorative. People wanted them canceled. It was an early version of canceling, and they didn't use them quite as much, and they tried to tweak them. And by the time they got to this show, the guy was like, "I have a great idea." They trusted him, and he was right. This is 90% of everything we get about Ferengis is from this.
Oh, hell yeah.
And here we get Jadzia, where she can spank me anytime.
Did you say she can spank you anytime?
She was engaged to Mickey Rourke, and she's got her original boobs here. They're kind of smaller.
Yeah. Wasn't Kira and Alexander Siddig married at this point?
Not
yes,
this
they
point,
were.
but
They were.
They will be. No, they will be.
Okay, what
They've
was the
taken
year?
notice of each other for sure. By season 3, they're married. Might be the end of season 3. By the way, I just want to say the best Terry Farrell movie is the Star Trek movie, Star Trek Away Mission Back to School. Has anyone ever seen that one? With Rodney Dangerfield.
Don't think so.
And Robert Downey Jr.
Oh,
it's about a middle-aged man who returns to college to get his degree, and Terry Farrell is in it as Dax, pretending to be a college student. It's a Star Trek movie.
Oh, by the way,
Star Trek's Back to School.
By the way, Siddig and Nana Visitor were married at this point. They married in 1997.
No, this is not. This is
They
earlier
married
than
in
that. This
They
is
married in
1992.
1997.
But this
This
is
was
1992.
1999.
No,
This is
This is
1993.
this is not 1999.
It was canceled in 99.
They get married just about the middle of season 3. It sounds like.
Oh, I love that fuck you she gave to him there.
Oh yeah, you're right. I got my years mixed up.
He was leering at her. Hey, sister.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah. Well, she took offense at it. He's out here for the frontier medicine.
By the way, how icky is this? But how hot is this? Dax, Terry Farrell in real life here, was engaged to Mickey Rourke. So how many threesomes has she been in just on a plane?
3.
Like more like 60.
No,
It is Mickey Rourke, remember.
but you
Probably
mentioned
forgot
it
this
on
in
a
the 80s
plane.
and the 90s.
No, you had the qualifier of on a plane.
Boy, well then
I'm
she must have a
saying-
lot. Well then, boy, she must have a lot of experience with threesomes then.
Every kind of thing you can imagine. 'cause
Hanging
Mickey
around
Rourke is
Mickey
such
Rourke.
a weirdo, and being engaged to that weirdo. Good actor, don't get me wrong. The Wrestler is a great movie too.
Oh,
The Wrestler is a
Hello.
great movie.
Hello,
Sad thing was, though, The
baby.
Wrestler was supposed to be Mickey's comeback movie, and then he kind of pissed it away again, didn't he, after that?
Continued to act out rather badly.
Yeah, sadly, but The Wrestler
Yeah.
is a fucking awesome movie.
Oh, there's Curzon. I didn't think they actually showed
Oh,
him.
oh, yuck,
I
yuck.
didn't think they actually showed him there on
Yeah, we actually get
before.
to see him. I
And
didn't
look, I mean,
remember this. That's
I'll
cool,
take a
man.
Trill implant with extra cheese and anchovies, please. It's a giant slice of chocolatey pizza.
Yeah, I didn't know we ever got to see him, but we did for a second there. Wow, that's
Is
cool.
it just me or she looked like she got a hold of some very good shroom?
I'm sure they gave her some nice medicine to go through that.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Getting a worm
and
shoved in your gut can't be comfortable.
besides, having that thing placed inside you with all those past lives you're suddenly experiencing, that's got to be a fucking head trip, right, guys? Like, holy shit.
Yeah. Oh,
I just can't imagine
Wait,
having that
wait a
symbiotic
second.
being and you're
Wait a
living
second.
like
Guys-
9 lives or
guys,
whatever, like a
wait.
cat.
Star Trek
Wait,
history here. Star
Yeah,
Trek history. This is goodbye.
Where did he come from? He came from. Where did he fucking come from? Because he didn't come through the turbulent door. I don't
He
think
was
we've ever
just in
seen those
Captain
other.
Picard's ready room.
No. He
He
was.
was in he was in the conference room. He came in through the conference room turbo
I thought the
shaft.
conference room was behind the bridge.
It is.
He came
I
out
think
he came out of the door next to the view screen.
It might be the
Are you
conference
saying
room.
we had a screw up there, Gorilla?
Well, that's the
Either
first time
that
that
or-
door has ever been used.
It's a turbo shaft we haven't had to bother with before.
Because I mean, I suppose they could make an error.
He came out of his way
Getting
to
out
come
of the
talk to him.
captain's ready room.
Look, we
Yeah, he-
pulled out the
Captain's
original
ready room.
transport. It's a different transporter room. It's the original transporter room background from the first show. They pulled it out for good luck. Look behind him.
Yeah. No,
Yep,
this
that's
is
the TOS transporter room.
well, they're running simultaneously with TNG, but no,
On one cut, it's one.
He came out the door. He looked at the captain's writing room next to him, and then he walked on the bridge. Then he walked.
Oh, that's what happened. You know what? Here it is. He was waiting for him in his ready room, and he was late, so he left. And so he's like, "I'm sorry." That's why he's down here. He's like, "I'm sorry, I missed you."
No, I
That's
thought
what
he
happened. That's what happened. By the way, that's this cut looking that way is Next Generation. Looking his way has TOS stuff in picture. I honestly think for good luck because that transporter room never had those behind him before. This is not the usual transporter room. Oh, and we hear the primary Star Trek theme.
Ba, 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 ba,
Is this after Sisko called Picard an MF piece of ass?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Hey, Teague, feel free to swear.
How'd you guys feel
Oh,
about
yeah.
how'd you guys feel about him calling Picard a piece of shit? I hated it at the time. Now I love it because of what Patrick Stewart's done.
Well, and not only that, Picard deserved it for what happened at Wolf 359.
Yeah, but plus Picard was always self-righteous. He was.
Picard's a pussy.
Yeah.
Was it
Let's
Picard
face
or was
he's a
it
pussy compared to
Locutus?
Kirk. Like, fuck.
Do
come
we
on.
believe Locutus
It-
and Picard are the same person? I don't.
It was a shock at first, but it grew to understand why he did it.
You know, this
Well,
is so much better
Patrick
than the
Stewart's
first
actions have
episode
made
of
me
Next
laugh.
Generation. Because we get a lot of our main characters right in the very start at the first episode. Like, we
You
got
don't take
Todd
so
here.
long
Like,
to-
fuck,
And
he's
not
such a
only
good
that,
character.
this first meeting with Gul Dukat is classic.
Oh, it's great. Like, oh, man, I love this character so much. He's so good.
He's Space Hitler, but he's great.
You remember how boring the first episode of TNG was? Like, it sucked dick, I thought. It was so boring. This is far more
I
interesting.
thought that it was uneven because some parts were good and exciting, like the trial, the Q. Some of the stuff was really good.
I like Q.
Grappler Zorn was boring as fuck. You know what I mean?
I like
It was all over
Q,
the
but
place.
I thought the trial was boring actually too, Take. It bored the fuck out of me.
Hey, we got Bird watching. Hey, Bird.
Hey, Bird.
Hell,
I don't know if
Bird
he's
of Prey 5.
listening to.
And hello, Matt G.
Oh, hey, Matt.
And hello, Commodore Jim. You're not allowed to call yourself Admiral. Reserve that to myself.
Gorilla, is this premiere episode longer than the usual episodes a TV show usually is, or is this
It's
two
a
a
episodes
TV
two-parter?
long.
It's a not. It's a double. It's like a 90-minute episode. There, Dan.
Yeah, it's
I think
a two-parter pushed into one.
It's
The
basically
pilot
yeah.
episode.
When
The
it was
only one I
actually
sus-
on TV when I watched it, it was like a 90-minute episode, and then I guess they changed
They
it over
break it
to a
up.
two-parter for syndication, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, you can absolutely tell where episode 1 ends and episode 2 begins. We're almost there. We're just about at the end of episode 1.
Yeah, I actually liked it as just a one-part 90-minute episode. That was good for me.
That's the way it was meant to be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
actually watched
Voyager?
this whole damn series when it was on TV way back then. Like, fuck, I'm old.
Is it Voyager where it's just one episode long, the premiere, because it's fucking so bad?
I don't remember.
Well, what year did Voyager come out? The TV show, roughly.
The first
Season
episode's 95.
So
season
where-
4 of DS9. And it's
Yeah,
season
about
7 of
95.
TNG.
96 or 95.
Well, that's roughly about the third or fourth year of DS9. Then third or fourth season
Yeah.
of DS9.
Yeah, we had like 1 or 2 years where there's 3 Star Trek shows all out at one time.
No,
Yeah,
no,
they
the
they
Next
were
Generation's
overlapping.
gone
Overlapping them for a while there.
before season 1 of it's gone 6 months before
Yeah.
the premiere
Oh.
of what do you call
No.
it?
Oh, this is great. They have to get past the
What we had was-
Cardassians.
What we had
Undetected
was
there.
we had the Star Trek movie was in the theaters at this point, at the point that Voyager launches.
Born!
General
Yahoo!
First
Good old Morn.
Contact and Voyager come out at the same time.
You tell them, baby.
We never make it past 2 Star Trek shows at a time.
Quark's like, oh fuck, here we go again.
Yeah, why are they closing it?
I think the Federation does not allow gambling.
No, it would be the Federation. It'd be the Bajor space station, run by
I
administrated
think
by
it's
the
more like
Federation.
he's a known crooked fucking establishment owner with watered down drinks who fucking does business like shit. And I think one of the things they tell him is, if you stop doing business like shit, you can be our guy, because people like to go to your place and will look the other way about the gambling and the porno deck. And he's like,
I got a
think
feeling
about
Odo had
it."
something to do with it too, because I know Odo just hates fucking Quark.
No,
so bad.
Odo
Odo's
has to
busy
be
right
held
here.
at bay.
Yeah.
Odo has to be
Oh,
held at bay.
distraction. Watch this.
Hey, I need a carry-on bag like that.
I'm wondering if that ends up to be Odo, that bag.
Oh,
Oh,
good guess there.
And nobody notices the ooze. How could that little ooze turn into this? I like the effect.
probably just the one effect costs a few $1,000s to pull off, probably.
Probably
some
probably
people
just
just-
deal more.
I know some people hate the early Odo effects, but I always thought they were good. I appreciate them for
They're
what they
very
were.
pioneering.
Exactly, they were doing the best they could, and I thought they did a good job. I always liked Odo anyway. I thought Odo's an awesome character.
I
Yeah,
sort of
it's
hated him, I gotta be honest.
Well, Odo is just an establishment cop just doing his job.
Yeah, it's like, why do you think Sisko refers to him as constable? He is just like an old beat cop, you know, walking the beat, doing his job.
And now their Yellowstone roundabouts are all named after rivers.
And which one is this one?
I think they got the Rio Grande.
Rio Grande? That sounds familiar.
That's the one that the Hispanics have to swim across to get into the United States. Oh, the Mexicans have to swim across to get into the United States.
No, it does run along your border, doesn't it?
Yes,
So,
it is the border.
yeah.
Is there a
Well, yeah.
Hudson?
Sometimes geography is the border for sure.
Did they
Oh,
have
come on, Miles.
a
Suck it up. You
Hudson?
can do it. Oh, fuck.
There we go. Hey, when in doubt, just kick the fucking thing.
Just kick something, yeah. But don't kick the cat.
Odo's
That's not mean. That's mean.
do
That is mean.
Odo's internal organs and brains float inside him like the Kool-Aid guy?
I don't even think he has internal organs. I think he's like some gelatinous thing that just
He's
pretends
like the
to have
thing.
organs.
He's a thing similar to
I don't
the
think
thing.
he actually has organs, Tig. He's just like,
Hey, Nemesis,
Hi,
you're just
Nemesis
in time.
and
We're halfway through.
Well,
Nice to see
hey.
you.
well, Admiral Teague, Odo is a shapeshifter, so he really doesn't
Yes.
have anything. That's why he's a shapeshifter.
What does Odo eat?
He doesn't.
he doesn't.
What a fucked up thing. So just hold the phaser to anybody and be like, "Eat this," and you'll find it up there, shapeshifter.
The only thing Odo needs is his bucket so he can, rest every so many hours. Then he just pours himself into his bucket and takes a nap, and then he's good, Oh, that's not a good answer, Miles. I don't know. It's never a good answer when you're in space. Boy. Aren't they all like kids in first grade, just trying to learn the rules at this point?
Yeah, Nemesis, and this thing's gonna die because I can't get the charger to stay charging.
Now this is one
There
of
we
the
go.
things I didn't like about
I got
this
it.
show.
Son of a bitch. And yeah, did you guys hear me say, "Hey, Nemesis"?
Yeah.
I said hello. It's good to see Nemesis.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, well, I'm having problems with my computer right now. That's why I was asking.
What? You got to pause your computer? Oh shit!
No, I was having a problem with the charging cord.
You're always having a problem with the cord on your computer. It seems.
Well, I'll get a new computer when I can.
Yeah, I understand. We all got to do
least
what
get
we
a
can
new
do
cord.
when we can do it.
How is this stable wormhole right outside this well-traveled spaceport near this well-known planet where the oppressor Cardassian's been hanging out, and these are the first people who found it?
It's simple. They haven't discovered it.
It's not a
But I
well-traveled
mean-
part of the system.
Yeah,
Well,
people.
Like there's the space lane. That thing's off to the left of the space lane.
If we had a black hole
well-
in our system, even if we couldn't see it, we would know it was there because it would have an effect on us.
Well, they
Their tech
explained
level
it.
should be as high as ours.
Well,
at
they
least the
expla-
Cardassians.
They explained it early in the episode that most people avoid this section of the space station because of the air-giant particles.
All
Yeah,
right,
it's like
that's
the
fair
Kuiper
enough
belt.
on that one.
You-
But how come all the gravity wells and other things that a fucking wormhole would have had?
No
This ain't a
gravity
wor-
well. Not a black hole. It's a wormhole. A
Well,
very special wormhole.
That's
It's
why
very
Deep
special
Space
where it's
Nine is where
stable.
Deep Space Nine is because you got this spatial anomaly that
Deep Space Nine
the
is in the middle
Federation
of
wants
nowhere.
to have
Right.
a base there, right? So that's where Deep Space Nine comes in.
Well, they didn't even know
Here-
about this. They wanted
That's the
they
thing
wanted
that
to set
bothers me.
they wanted to set up a space station in the in along with the Bajorans in the space station is still orbiting the planet.
They get the space station in a treaty from another faction, and what goes on here is they have found a part like this thing that their tech level or the Cardassians' tech level should be at least as high as ours. So even though there's
No, they're
charged
50 years
particles there-
behind us. No, Teague, they're 50
No,
years
I mean
behind
us now. Us as the Federation, not us now. We right now in 2024, and the people who wrote this in 1993 existed in a world where the world had the technology to know if there was something like this in their own solar system, whether or not there was charged particles or not from other things. And so their tech level's below ours, and that's the flaw in this. But what it is Deep Space Nine's in the middle of nowhere until the wormhole's discovered. So it's like a western. The
It's in
railroad
the
came to
middle
town.
of. It's in orbit. They'll move it
But
to the
I mean,
wormhole later.
but Bajor is the middle of nowhere until they find the wormhole. And in a sense, it's the western thing. Like instead of a wagon train to the stars, we have Dodge City. The wormhole is the railroad coming to town, bringing with it all sorts of adventure and different kinds of people.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of the show.
And
Emerald. Oh, I love this part. I love this part where he sees all peace and a beautiful landscape, and he just sees a complete hellhole.
I love how we got to see her from every angle too. There, she turned around in a very slow, complete circle.
And Admiral Teak, you're sort of overthinking the wormhole stuff.
I agree.
He's like, oh shit.
It's like I'm finally gonna pay for all those things I did at Gilgo Beach.
It's okay. Everything he did at Gilgo Beach was their fault.
Yeah, and I like how they do the nice quiet heartbeat thing.
Mm.
You're like, what the fuck?
Is it freezing up for you guys like it is for me a bit lately?
No.
Not on my end, but
It's kind of not bad, but it is freezing occasionally.
give it a few minutes. I just finally got the thing started charging right.
Yeah, well, I've seen the episode numerous times already, so it's no big deal, really.
Yeah. And bird says kapla. And we lost Bradley, dang it.
So are we offered another dream sequence but from the prophets,
No.
I'm guessing?
Yeah,
Well,
kind of.
he's talking directly to the prophet.
Okay.
They've taken the forms of people he knew, including a woman in a bikini, which makes sense to me.
I figured so, yeah.
Yeah, and they're outside they're outside our normal space and time. They don't understand what normal mortal beings such as us experience.
Yeah, this is like there's a little dose of Dune and there's a little bit of Dune and Star Wars going on here, but Sirach Lofton is showing he's a really good actor because he's great as the wormhole god.
I like the heartbeat too. That's good.
Well,
yeah, it's a nice touch.
Well, no, I do. It is a legit question. How do you explain something that's nearly omnipotent what time is, since they have no concept of time, since they're everywhere and nowhere at the same time?
The prophets are outside of time, though.
I like how they made sure she was full profile when she walked past the backlit area. That was an extremely important part of the scene. This conversation is really good. It shows the teamwork. This is a pretty cool conversation.
I like how she goes. We have to get the ship there tomorrow with 6 working thrusters. But really, they're saying the wormhole is only about twice as far as we are from the sun.
Yeah, Miles is already starting to suffer in this one.
Well, here's the thing that's cool though. The Bajorans, the space refugees that they are, are just asking, they're trying to militaristically call the shots. They're completely unqualified, but like, what do you call it? Kira is heard out by both O'Brien and Dax, and they're like, "See here, we're not 100% on board with what you're doing, but we're Starfleet, and we're
Yeah.
pretty much on board. So we're gonna keep going forward as a team." I like
Hey,
that.
did you notice that? Hey, Doc, come with me. It's time to be a hero. He's like, yes, sir. He's right.
He keeps look. He keeps looking at Nana Visitor's ass. Look at his eyes.
Well, who wouldn't look at her
Yeah.
ass? Like, come on.
He's looking at
No,
both
but
of their asses.
he's standing behind Dax, and he's just like burning a hole through Nana Visitor's ass.
Yeah, it's the only problem is her hairstyle. Her ass looks great. Her boobs look awesome. Get rid of the hair of that Kira. It doesn't work, baby.
They gave her the Gillian Anderson haircut.
She gets better as the show goes on.
This character never gets its fair treatment. She's a very contradictory character from one episode to the next, but not anything like a new Trek contradictory character.
I like Kira though.
Yeah. And I noticed that
She's
the stars
hot.
aren't moving out there.
Well, why would they be? The space station doesn't move.
See, here's the thing with his with the fact that he's not a captain and everything. I'm very uncomfortable with the idea that they would let Sisko be a pilot of a spacecraft. Just not qualified enough.
I feel sorry for the prophets
Patrick
having
Stewart
to
is doing a really
inhabit
good job
Picard.
playing
That's
a dick.
That's sad.
I
Come
like
on,
that
prophets.
he really
You're
hates the
above
Picard
inhabiting
guy.
Picard. Come on, guys.
Oh, I love this part. He's talking about how they're about peace and prosperity. They keep bringing it back to war.
Doesn't it always come back to war though with Trek? I mean, ultimately, it's always a battle at some point.
Life is a battle, it seems. It always is.
Well, gee, thanks for telling me there, Dan. I'm not trying to be sarcastic though, buddy. I mean, I know it's a battle.
Yeah, and we're lucky to survive as long as we did in our own mortal coil right now.
Hey, I'm
some longer than others.
I'm still voting Asteroid 2024.
I don't mind this scene, but it is very un-Star Trek. It's very Star Wars or Dune.
Yeah, well, it's like TNG. It takes them a while to really find their footing with this show.
No, this is a good story, and this is a good movie, in my opinion. There's
I
only a
think
couple
the
of
first
problems.
episode is far better
just-
than TNG.
I'm just saying outright, like, we're mixing magic into Star Trek like we never have before. This is very different Star Trek than what we got before. It's still good. It's still good, but we can't live in denial that this is very different. We're going to have magic in this a lot. We're mixing heavy doses of Dune and Star Wars into Star Trek.
There's no other
and
Trek
it's not going to be
series.
done badly.
No, but the thing is, there's no other Trek series that has as much religious, magical, whatever mumbo jumbo that Deep Space Nine has, which is fine.
Babylon
I actually
5
enjoy
does.
it, but I mean,
It's not Star Trek, but Babylon
the other
5's
series
got a
never
lot of
did
religious
this.
junk.
I mean, this was the only Trek series that ever delved into religion in any kind of way, really, like
Well,
on a
they
major
touched
level.
on it here and there. Yeah, this one's on a major level.
Compared to TNG or Voyager or the original series, yeah.
It's much different than them.
But that's why I love it so much, because it is different, and I think it's original, and it often works really well, even with its flaws. It's still a great show.
So you'd be of the mind that this is the most different Star Trek show and the least Trek-like of Trek shows too. It's still a good show. It's based in Star Trek.
Enterprise ended, yeah.
Well,
no, Enterprise is much more like regular Star Trek, and so is Voyager. These people are much more stationary. It's still really good Star Trek and a really good story. It's just that it's the biggest break from their usual formula, and they have a lot of magic.
Yeah, I agree.
It's more Trek
I
than
agree
any of
with
the
what
new
you're saying
stuff,
there,
though.
Tig. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Very different than
Resolute
any
show.
of the other, real Trek series that we love.
I don't
But
want anyone to
I
have me
enjoy
think
it.
that I'm not. See, that was really cool effect, and I don't want anyone to have me have the belief that I'm saying it's low quality or not good Trek. It's still really good Trek. It's just extremely different from the other Treks. This one, they don't have a ship for a long time. They have a space station. You can't get to the final frontier, so we bring the final frontier to you. We have a good deal of magic. It's still a very good show, but it's different from other Star Trek shows. Even though it's still real Star Trek, it's very different from all other Star Trek. It has less in common with TOS than any other Star Trek show.
Yeah,
It basically
but
has
it
very
goes.
little in common with every other Star Trek show, which is one reason I love it so much, because it did have the balls to be different.
Yeah.
And I think it's
But,
a
I
great
agree.
show, and I love the
One of their
characters.
tags was Beyond the
stand by-
Final Frontier, which is why they have a lot of the religious stuff and all the other stuff.
I
and it
just
fits
enjoyed
perfectly.
that they had the balls and the guts to do something different, guys.
I agree with that. I'm not. I keep saying it's a really good Star Trek show. People should not get me wrong on that one. It's just that it's so different. And the person who pointed it out to me and latched me onto that theory was none other than R.M. Briggs when she concluded their watch through of all of Deep Space Nine. And she said that by statistics, the most successful, but in her and by critical analysis, most different and un-Star Trek-like of Star Trek shows, but still good Star Trek and a good show. And then she quoted some critics who were talking about how it was not like Star Trek in the sense that they didn't have their own ship. They did. Voyager is much more like TOS than this show. Whether or not you think this show is better, and this show might be better.
Well, the thing is, every other series had a ship going through space and discovering whatever it discovered. This is the
And this
only
one
show
denies
where
it
we
for
have
a while.
a stationary crew that doesn't. I mean, they get to go, run around, eventually with
A
the
little
Defiant
bit.
and
They
whatnot.
run about, so to
They're
speak.
basically stationary, though. So that is different than any of the other Treks, but I like it. I like it because it is different. That's probably why I enjoy it so much, because it's different, but it's still good.
And have a commander who's like a really good presence, but he's not really consequential in most episodes. He takes more of a back seat after the first season.
I still think I put Sisko second after Kirk, and I think Gorilla does as well, don't you, Gorilla?
What?
As ranking captains, do you put Sisko in second place after James C. Kirk?
First.
You put him first? Holy shit.
Sisko is definitely first.
Oh,
I put
no.
him
He's
just
second
behind
to me.
I put him just behind Janeway.
Really? Wow, this is interesting.
Janeway is
Holy
bringing
shit.
up the rear someplace about a mile back of the finish line.
Wait.
Yeah,
You
no,
picked
she's
Janeway
better
I'm a Kirk
than
man
Avery
myself.
Brooks.
Wait.
Just
T,
a
you're
better
picking
actor.
insane. Jay, you're picking Insane Way over Sisko?
Insane
She's
way.
a better actor.
No, she is
Oh,
not.
I don't think so.
She
I
is
don't
quite a
think
poor
so.
actress.
Hey, watch her in Orange is the New Black. He'll change your mind.
Yeah, no, she's a really good actress.
I disagree, respectfully.
I
I've
think
seen
she's
a
I
couple
think-
of
I
episodes
think-
of Orange is the New
think-
Black.
I
That
think-
is not flattering.
Yeah, I'd put her last in the captains. It's like Kirk, Sisko, Picard.
Oh, come on, you can't. No. Last place is
Archer,
Michael
and then
Burnham.
Janeway is dead last. for
Michael
me.
Burnham is not a Star Trek captain.
Michael Burnham is not Star Trek.
No, I'm not. I'm trolling a little bit. Here's the truth. I don't know where to put Sisko. He's the middle of the pack. He's a good captain, but he never really got me lit me up on fire for a sense of a space adventure. Probably because this show has too many goddamn bottle episodes.
Well, they're saving them up for the big battles.
When they pay things off, they pay them off. The show always makes sense. Always mostly makes sense. It's not offensive to you as a Star Trek fan. It doesn't have resentment against old Star Trek. It's good.
Right. Wait,
But it's very different.
Hey, this is a dick move on the Prophets there. They take his one good friend that he has in on the fucking Saratoga and ask him why is this? Why is this? Why is this? Make him relive it.
Yeah, the whole Event Horizon aspect to it here, although this is before. But it's Event Horizon.
This
And
is
hi,
a dick move on the
PCC. It's good
Promptus
to...
side.
Hello to Pop Culture Curator.
Hey,
Hey,
Pop.
Pop, how's it going?
How's it going, Pop?
Hey, Pop. Hey, Euler.
And
Hey, hope
sit
you're
down
well there,
here
Pop.
is going Kirk, Sisko, Picard, Janeway, and Archer.
Yeah, well, for me, it's
Yeah,
always a
that's me. That's me. Kirk, Sisko, Picard, Janeway, and Archer. Exactly, Dan. That's my ranking as well.
Well, I would say that Picard and Janeway are interchangeable for my option, but I would say Picard is slightly above Janeway in my list. He is.
Well, I think Picard's more consistent, even though I think he's a bit of a pussy at times. Because whereas Kirk would have an emergency, he'd think on his feet and make a split-second decision to save the Enterprise. Picard would like, oh shit, we're screwed. He would call a conference in his ready room, and he'd sit around for 30 minutes talking, with everybody on the crew about what to do. That's the difference for me. That's why I think Picard is third place.
There's my favorite captains, and I put Picard in third place as well.
Oh, good. I'm glad we could.
Wait. You put Picard above Sisko?
Yeah.
I'm gonna boot you off the panel.
I thought you
for
said
that.
Picard was third place.
Picard is in third place. It's Kirk, Archer, Picard, then Sisko.
Holy shit! Well, that's interesting. I would never put Archer that high, but
I love
whatever.
Archer. I love the stories with Captain Archer. I'm happy when I see him on screen.
Okay, well,
he
that's one great thing about Trek.
Most of the time,
we can all come under a big tent and disagree.
We all love Star Trek. We're making a fight over just the order of the captains here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're not even paying attention to the fucking episode, are we? At this point, we're just arguing about order.
I am.
I've seen it and I'm paying attention, but I just want to say these are the Star Trek conversations and debates I live for, rather than like the Klingorks being made out of snot is the best Star Trek ever, and you should just stop being an istophobe.
Hey, you gotta do it right. It's Eva. You gotta drop the R.
You gotta drop the hard R.
Eva.
It's the best.
What kind of father makes his son play fucking catcher?
Oh man, I did that a little too well.
If you keep doing that well, you're gonna have to go watch all of Discovery. You know that, great Krilla?
No, I've already watched all of Discovery.
PvP, please do not tempt him. If he's cool enough, he will make us watch it with him on Cringe Stock. He'll make us watch it.
No.
I will nuke him before I allow him to do that to himself.
He cannot make me watch anything if I don't agree to it.
Here, I know Cringe Stock is about watching stuff that's painful to watch. Discovery doesn't even deserve that honor.
Ooh, wow. Matt Decker, Euler Greg has the most provocative list of anyone's.
Yeah. Nice, Euler Greg. And welcome.
What?
No.
I changed my list to Euler Greg's. My list is now Euler Greg's.
But sit down. Discovery doesn't even earn that honor of being on Cringe Stock.
What's interesting is all of us put Kirk at number 1. Isn't that interesting, guys?
Yeah. Pop is
I do not
Kirk.
put Kirk at number 1.
So Pop was William Shatner. Then that Kirk that was played in Strange New Worlds. There's a Kirk that was played in. I'm just kidding. He just lost Kirk.
Well, we all could agree that Kirk is the number 1 captain in Star Trek.
Yeah,
but then
I
again,
love Pop. Did you read Pop Culture's comment? That's hilarious.
Yes, awesome. I just did.
Tell me. Plus, is the reason why Kirk is number 1 on most people's list because he has the most screen time too, and he's the most consistent captain.
He doesn't have the most screen time. He's the original.
But he's also the best. Like he's intelligent. He makes great decisions. He thinks on his feet. he goes by his gut as much as what the rest of the crew. He always listens to Spock and McCoy and everybody else on the bridge, but in an emergency, he formulates a plan and thinks on his
Shuts
feet
that
and
shit
executes
down and
it
tells them
without
it's not a
mercy. And
democracy.
he's a great captain.
Shuts down debate sometimes, like it's
When he
not a
has to,
democracy.
yeah.
It's
When he
not a
has to.
democracy. And
He
you know
said
what?
that,
He's so much more of a true Renaissance man than Jean-Luc Picard because
He
he's
is.
also like a complete warrior.
No, but
Kirk's a badass.
Kirk may have been a
Yeah.
king on his own ship, but Sisko is Space Jesus.
So tell me, then tell me, then what is Picard then?
A pussy?
He should have been a diplomat.
Picard is an Englishman.
He's a diplomat. Yeah,
Pretending
No,
to be a Frenchman.
he's a Frenchman with an English accent because the French surrendered to the English.
Are you saying
Exactly.
Picard should like
There
There are no
now
wave a
Frenchmen,
white
there are just
flag
Englishmen.
most of the time when he encounters aliens?
I now kind of feel like he was just out doing goodwill duty and cleanup duty on the other first contacts out there at the not quite the cutting edge of the frontier, like one step back, like the first starship they saw after first contact, and like, we're here to explain why we shouldn't have taken some of your women and given you technology.
I mean, Picard's my third best captain. He has qualities. I mean, he's not stupid, obviously, but I just hate it when they have some, pressing emergency ongoing, looming ahead of them, and he's like, "Oh, conference." It's like, fuck, not another fucking ready room conference.
Yeah, I would say that is one thing about Picard that turned me off to him. He's such a bureaucrat.
He was Space
captain,
Obama.
He's
He was fucking Space Obama, analyzing the shit out of everything
He's
before
too
he would do
fucking
anything.
cautious. He's too cautious. That's his big flaw.
There you
Of
go.
course he is.
He
He's
can't make a
Englishman.
fucking decision on his feet, and Kirk always did, and that's why I love Kirk so much. Because he didn't need no one to fucking tell him what to do. He was trained, he was experienced, he was intelligent. He's like, fuck this, I'm going to make a gut decision and roll with it, and he does. I love him.
And PvP, and Picard was also self-righteous and very arrogant to point out his own beliefs. He was.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
Hey,
the most Englishman they've ever had on this show.
Yeah. Just like, welcome, Daniel's Hot Topics. Welcome. He says, hi, guys. How's it going? I just got back home, did a lot of grocery shop today. We had a busy day today with fishing and swimming. So
I had a down day when I woke up late, and I thought after a while I was going to go out and do stuff, and then I thought, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just going to hang back and hang out with my buddies on YouTube and call it a down day. And I can do all this shit tomorrow anyway, because I'm going to have to do it all tomorrow since I didn't do it today.
yeah, hey there, Daniel.
Hi, Gorilla. What's up?
Hey, Daniel.
Nothing. We're just watching. Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, we must be getting towards the end of it now. I'm guessing, Gorilla?
Yeah, we're about 10 minutes away.
Yeah, it must be
more or less.
done.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey, Admiral Teague. What's up?
Enjoying, when Star Trek was good. Although this one's kind of bending the part where I liked it to make sense most of the time. It does mostly make sense, but it's pretty trippy.
To go by what you guys were saying before, I grew up. Picard was my first captain I ever saw. Let me tell you, it was so boring watching the guy. He overanalyzes everything. All he does is just talk, and oh my god, it's hard to enjoy him. It's hard to enjoy anything in that show.
Yeah, Picard overanalyzes. I think what I love about Kirk is he's not dumb. He analyzes stuff in his head. He takes input from the crew in an emergency very quickly, but it takes him like minutes to make a decision, whereas Picard could take hours
or days at most.
Exactly. Yeah.
And pop culture here says conference with Troy and Whoopi. I hated Whoopi guiding Trek. Oh, she wasn't in too many episodes there. Well, she became a fucking nutcase there. And Greg says, I hope you stocked up on your grain for your tribbles And be sure to lock your grain storage compartment. Yep.
You know, locking the storage compartment doesn't help.
Yeah.
You know, Kirk found that out.
And PvP, I can answer your question. He has a rumbling scheduled for 8:15.
Oh, good, great. I just wanted to check. Wasn't sure if Pop's internet was acting up again, but that's great then. Good to know. Thank you, Gorilla.
Yeah.
And here, Sisko is confronted with his own pain.
Don't you think the prophets are testing him here to make sure he's suitable to run the station?
Or to become their emissary, yes.
Yeah, because if he's no good, they want to weed him out, right, and get somebody else, I'm guessing.
Yes.
But they already know. Every single conversation he's ever had with them, everything he's ever taught them, they already know.
Yeah, it seems to be he was born to be their prophet or their emissary.
I think, though, that they may already know, which is probably true. They still might want to put him through the test to see if he does break and if he's not worthy, right?
Yeah, I love that part. Fire 6 torpedoes over his bow. We only have 6. And now some poor planet's going to get annihilated because of their careless firing.
Yeah, the whole Sisko being better than everybody else and overly worthy was kind of weird too up front.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Hello, Jim.
Welcome back.
Hi, Jim.
Did we ever find out why none of the aliens ever decided to grab Gul Dukat and do this to him?
No, but all right. Pop says
they don't know. They didn't know good or evil or time. They said that. So why not just grab Gul Dukat? What makes Sisko so great?
Yeah. Oh, Greg says, don't tell Daniel about the futility of locking the storage compartment. Hey, Jim, and Kapla, Bird, Kapla. Bird, you missed my rant at the beginning there. Bird. I had one hell of a rant at the beginning. You can ask PvP on that one.
Oh, yeah. I think one of the best things about Tribbles is the storage compartment locks didn't make it.
I've heard that this YouTuber, Bird of Prey 5, has something of a passing interest in Deep Space Nine.
I love to see pissed off Cardassians. That's really good. You're fucked, guys. Just get used to it, because Sisko's here and he's gonna fuck you over for many years to come.
That shows how much their sensors suck. They can't tell the difference between geranium shadows and
That's another thing about Star Trek Deep Space Nine. When Deep Space Nine sends us their engineering tech talk, they're not sending us their best anymore.
Oh, shit.
That's why the station needs a wall.
Admiral Tiggy had to go there, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's okay. He's Latino.
I'm the DEI hire on this channel.
I do like how the station does have some defensive armaments, though. That's always been useful. Because they do fight back pretty good in some episodes for a station, I gotta say. Even though they kind of suck at this first episode. Holy crap, this is poor.
Yeah, best line. There's a good episode coming.
There's a pretty good action scene. Zack Snyder would like it. We got some slow-mo, but this beats the shit out of anything we saw in New Trek. It's great by comparison.
Yeah, I remember they get much better armaments as the series
progresses.
Hey,
listen to Brian's line here.
The station. The station's been stripped a little bit, sabotaged a little bit, and it's kind of fucked up from lack of repair while it was in use by the Cardassians.
They're working with a basic functioning station, is what I'm guessing at this episode. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Because
Brian's going, what the fuck is going on? I need to go get a beer.
I thought it was sooner. It goes, I just fixed that damn thing.
And Brian's going, oh, fuck, I know what's coming over the rest of the series. I'm going to suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer.
He's a great engineer. It'd be a shame if he ended up with a loveless marriage with a horrible wife.
Well, with a horrible wife,
This is the one time, right here, this is like the one time that Odo has like no confidence there, and Bashir actually had to calm him down, go, no, hold it there. I need you to hold it.
Well, you know, Odo and Kira do have some kind of ongoing thing, right? As the series goes on. Just saying.
Yeah, but I was talking about it with Bashir. He had like no confidence that he could help save that woman there, and Bashir had the guy to just hold the damn thing there while he fixed her. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is a good part right here. He's like, oh shit. And our fucking runabout showing the pride of the fucking Cardassian fleet out of the doorbell.
Well,
See, I think the hair just makes him look like more of the administrator that he really is at heart, rather than the warrior that they turn him into later.
But
he is an administrator though at first, and then he has to become a warrior when the war starts, right?
Well,
That's why I like both iterations a lot.
I still like the part where the runabout's towing the Cardassian, the pride of the Cardassian fleet through the wormhole.
Are you saying that makes the part Cardassians look like weep wimp pussies? Are you saying that, Gorilla?
Well, there's a reason that they just stood down and left.
Yeah. The Cardassians do seem to get more bold as the series progresses. That's for sure.
Well, once they join the Dominion there, then they actually become.
Fuck yeah! But then they're basically the Dominion's bitch at that point, are they not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say this, that for a good military officer, you need part warrior, a part administrator to just figure out how the military and the government works roughly, to figure out how to operate in that environment. You gotta learn how to play the game, in other words, as well.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, right there.
He can sort of handle Picard at this point. He's like, doesn't make him want to throw up as much as fast.
All right, we got a lot of we got a few chats here. Birds at Kapla. Oh yeah, I know we said Kapla to him. And hello there. Pop says that's Bird is doing well. You go YouTube Pop. And Greg says my favorite DS9 episode is the one where they time travel to the Tribble episode. Jackson's original series just was hot. You're thinking of Troubles and Tribulations, I think it was. Oh, Trials and Tribulations.
No, it's called Mo Trouble, Mo Tribbles.
Who agrees that DS9 was the polar opposite of TNG, and it made it to be that way? A lot of the people were complaining about TNG. That's why even Stephen Bear came up with DS9. Well, it depends on who you ask, because some people will just say they stole the idea from Babylon 5. And actually, I know for it, I got yelled at by
that
YouTube.
Is the guy who made Babylon 5.
Wait.
Wrong in court.
Wait, you got. I have never got a warning for swearing on my thing there.
Jay, if that was a problem, Gorilla would have got kicked out of here long ago.
I think
I like this
someone
show
who
better
watched
than
your
Babylon 5.
someone was probably watching your stream and reported it.
Yeah, it would be somebody that probably complained. I'm guessing, right, Gorilla? Like,
Yeah, because God, God, guys, if everybody took a shot for every time I dropped the F bomb there, everybody here would be dead from liver poisoning
oh boy.
or alcohol poisoning.
So, what's our verdict on this? Do we want to continue this, or should we just say, nah, just start a new series?
This is a brand new series, and
It's a little early to cancel it there, Dan.
It's just a suggestion. I mean, we canceled RoboCop after 3 episodes.
Well,
that
that's
was after 3. Well, more than 3 though. We watched all the movies and 4 episodes of the TV show, so it's more like 9 in total. So
yeah, and not only that was an unanimous thing here, and I picked DS9 because this is my favorite series. There, PvP liked it. I know Germ likes it a little bit. There,
it's my second favorite after TOS and Kirk. Yeah, it's my second favorite.
Yeah.
It's a fucking great show. Oh, sorry. It's an effing great show.
hey, watch your fucking mouth.
Yeah, I should watch my mouth. I gotta go in the bathroom and look in the mirror if I really want to watch my mouth, though, Gorilla. So.
well, but then again, he's a Canadian and he's supposed to be polite.
What the hell you mean I'm polite? You know, Canadians are polite, but we kind of get stereotyped. Like, we're not all hey, we got criminals, we got crazy serial killers, we got bad people too. We're not all polite, but I get what you're saying, generally.
Name one Canadian serial killer.
Justin Trudeau.
Robert Picton, famous British Columbian serial killer that's 4.5 hours drive away from here when he was murdering lots of women on his pig farm. Yeah, he's nasty. Well, he's in jail now.
Hey, if you ever want to get rid of a body, a pig farm's the way to go.
Oh, he get this though. He also produced wieners, so he would grind up the girls and put them into the wieners and sell them locally.
Oh,
if that doesn't disgust you, I don't know what will, guys.
Ew, that's so gross.
Yeah, it was very gross, but he's in prison for the rest of his life.
That's not gross because the FDA here actually has guidelines on how much human flesh is allowed inside of meat.
Oh, Gorilla, please.
No, I am serious. They actually have guidelines on their website. There, I can look it up because they're only allowed a certain percentage.
Okay.
Here, let's see. FDA.
So is that from the poor people working in the factories that lose their fingers or something?
Yeah.
So tell me, so most of us, or most of the older folks on this panel, will say that TOS, DS9, and Enterprise, maybe Voyager, is their favorite Star Trek shows, and then TNG is in the middle. So since the first few seasons were kind of boring, or is that just my opinion?
I'd say TNG is up there on the top.
Well, for me, DS9 is the one that is the Star Trek that got me into Star Trek, and then it's Voyager, Enterprise. No, wait a second. I think TOS comes after, actually. Yeah.
Well, I know
everything else comes underneath.
For younger folks, it seems the Next Generation is their introduction to Trek because they were just, at that age when it was airing on the TV. And that's their first exposure to Star Trek, which makes a lot of sense because I know a lot of guys, they're in their 20s, 30s, whatever. That would make sense, right?
Well, it's either that or DS9, and the first Star Trek I saw was DS9.
I can see that as well, yeah. But I think it doesn't really matter. Like, we all love classic Trek from 1966. 67, whenever it was when TOS aired, up until 2005 when Enterprise finished. I mean, that's the classic Trek. I mean, everything after I think is fake Trek, personally. So I don't really. It doesn't matter to me what is your favorite show. because we all will rank them differently. More or less we rank them differently. But as long as we can, get together and talk about, the real Star Trek, with all, its greatness and all its flaws, I think that's the real thing that matters, right, guys?
Yes, and there are different fans, different shows that we all can come to somewhat a consensus on what our favorite TV show is and what the fandom is coherently. There are fans of different shows, different eras that we can all come to certain consensus that Star Trek is a good franchise. Before what was the company that took over Star Trek when they started making the new crap? Was it Paramount or was it CBS that made the new shit?
Yeah.
The ones making the new shit right now is Paramount, contracted through Bad Robot and I forget what the other one is.
Yeah, when JJ did those crappy movies, wasn't it Bad Robot that was behind that?
Yeah. Oh, just a sec. Welcome, Omnicast. Welcome. You just missed the episode. We're just talking now.
Hello. Yeah, we're just about done because Pop's going to be hopefully doing his stuff in 20 minutes. So
yeah,
we're probably wrapping it up.
Yeah, and I gotta get the kids all settled down, for the night and stuff.
Sounds about right, Gorilla.
But we can still be toppers here. And Omni says DS9 is my favorite. It's the Star Trek that got me into Star Trek. Yes. And Omnicat says, hey there. He goes, TOS is the best. Third place for me.
That's my number one too, Jim. It's always
TOS
will always be my favorite all-time show of anything.
Yeah.
It's just a great show.
Omnicat says, so sorry, get ready for Jep Nerdy. I will rewatch. Oh, you missed the big old rant I did in the beginning. I'm proud of that rant. It might have even brought a tear to Bird of Prey 5's eye. But Ami, we'll be watching an episode every Saturday except next Saturday because it's Father's Day weekend. I'll still probably do something on Sunday though. But we got to probably get together next Saturday.
Yeah, well, PvP may not show up because he has his week-long band vacation he's going to.
I will be away. I'm heading out on a plane early Friday morning. And I will not be back until Sunday evening. I have no idea what time that will be, but basically I'm going to be unavailable for the entire weekend. If you want to mark that down, because I can't guarantee anything, guys.
Okay. He says I'll be there live or in rewatch. Well, thank you, Ami. But I suppose people are going to be wanting to head to the other streams tonight. Yeah. Because there is Jep Nerdy and there is Pops there. Both are great.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out right now, Gorilla, if that's okay, buddy.
All right, so you want to plug yourself?
Well, I've just been uploading stuff by The Damned, since that's the band I'm going to see next Friday, and I actually have been working on a playlist. A lot of fans have been posting a lot of videos over the last 8 or 9 days because they actually hit Toronto about a week and a half ago. Now they've been going through the entire eastern part of the U.S. I think they're probably getting out to the Midwest now, and they should be hitting the West Coast in the next few days because they're doing the whole circuit of North America. And so I'm going to try to put up a list of videos, live stuff that the fans have been posting, which is decent quality for fan videos, which pretty much covers the entire concert, all the songs I've pretty much gathered. They're doing about 22 songs right now, with a couple of encores, so that's pretty cool. And I'm going to post that hopefully sometime this weekend, once I get it all sorted out. But I haven't made it public yet, but I will. So yeah, that's about it, girl. Don't want to babble on too long here.
Alrighty, so thank you, Omni Castnet, for coming, and thank you, Jim's Landscaping LLC, #1 Commodore Productions, for coming. He does Star Trek fan films. He has the occasional live stream that'll go on for 26 hours. Which who knows? You might get a drunk fight in there sometime, and some puppy videos. So make sure to check him out. Thank you, Euler Greg, for coming. He does spoiler-free reviews of movies there. It's actually quite interesting. I'm going to have to check out some of those movies there that he suggests. And thank you, Bird will Pray 5, for coming. Now, Bird does Bed Life on Mondays and Tuesdays there. Then he's also, when there's new Star Trek, he'll do reviews. There's Unexpected Birds. Always a lot of fun. You don't want to miss that. And thank you, Pop Culture Curator, for coming. Let's all head over to Pop and give him a gorilla grade here. He has his rumblings from the lab here in about 15 minutes. Then also on Mondays is Lost in Space reviews. Tuesday is the horror sci-fi reviews, which there's a poll in his chat community tab for. And then on Wednesdays, me and him review 2 episodes of Gilligan's Island. And they're on the panel. And thank you, Nemesis Ian, for coming. He does a Stellar Blade Gaming there. Make sure to come and say hi. He's really good with answering the chat, too. And thank you, Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, MCU, and Doctor Who. Now, sit down. What do you got going on?
Well, to all your panelists and viewers, and to the chatters that may not know me or don't know me, I usually cover different sci-fi TV shows or movies. I do other crossovers on my channel. I do movie lists as well. I'm just started a new YouTube watch party that Resolute Jim was part of yesterday. I'm thinking about doing a watch party of Transformers Prime, the TV show. I may start it Fridays at 8 p.m. My time after your Walton show. If any of you are able to watch that, the company would be appreciated. I do my live streams, regular ones, on Saturdays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific. I may change that to not interfere with Gorilla's and Resolute Germ's times. I am on other people's live streams if they offer it. I do cross streams as well if they offer it, like Gorilla usually does. And I try to upload a video on my YouTube channel on Mondays to keep the algorithm relevant, to keep my channel relevant. And every new subscription and every new like and comment on my videos encourages me to continue making new content. Beyond that, I'll turn it over to Gorilla to see who wants to go next after me.
Daniel, what do you got going on?
Oh, as usual, nothing. I just like to hang out on people's streams.
Alrighty. Teague, I got the order screwed up here. What do you got going on?
Hello there. My name is Admiral Teague. You may remember me from the show Star Trek Share Your Pain, where we watch New Trek together. But I also watch good shows, real Star Trek, Star Wars. We're covering the Acolyte a little bit. So, I mean, as far as good Star Trek goes, Star Wars goes, not that show, but we will be back. And I'll be back tomorrow night around 7:30 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard Time on my channel with Saving Star Trek. So check me out, and thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah, not a problem. Germ, what do you got going on?
Well, I got Sci-Fi Cinema on Tuesday, a roundtable on Thursday, and Saturday morning cartoons will be back next Saturday. The poll's open right now. Osmosis Jones has a commanding lead. But
so at the Chicago fight?
You're going to have to do more than Chicago fight. You're going to have to Biden this son of a bitch.
All right. As for me, we should have my cousin. No, it's my cousin Vinny this week. Yeah, we should have my cousin Vinny tomorrow. I got that screwed up beforehand there, PvP. So it's my cousin Vinny this week. Justified will be Wednesday, season 6, episodes 2 and 3. We're gonna do Cringe Talk, then we're gonna take a break from Cringe Talks after that. But we're doing a Gene Roddenberry production for Cringe Talk on Thursday. Then on Friday, we're not gonna do Waltons on Friday or Saturday because of Father's Day weekend. I got prior obligations. PvP has prior obligations there, so we're gonna hold off on that. Then maybe we'll have Sunday Cinema there on Sunday. So with that, and we got one more chat. And Pop says, "Take care, guys." So let's all go over the pops here. But And I need to get a closing video, but anyhow, good night and remember to be a gorilla.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!